Hello, recording the video, and today's topic is Azure DevOps Services versus Azure DevOps Server. The cloud offering Azure DevOps Services provides a scalable, reliable, and globally available hosted service. It's backed by a 99% SLA, monitored by 24 into 7 operation team, and available in a local data center around the world. The on-premises offering Azure DevOps Server is built on SQL Server backend. Customers usually choose the on-premises version when they need their data to stay within their network, or when they want access to SQL Server reporting services that integrate with Azure DevOps Server data and tools. Although both offerings provide the same essential services, compared with Azure DevOps Server, Azure DevOps Services offers the following added benefits: simplified server management, immediate access to the latest and greatest feature, improved connectivity with remote sites, a transition from capital expenditures to operational expenditures. To determine which offering, cloud or on premises, meets your needs, consider the following key differences. The fundamental differences between Azure DevOps Services and Azure DevOps Server. When you are choosing the platform you want, or if you are considering a move from on premises to the cloud, consider the following areas: scope and scale data. Azure DevOps Services and Azure DevOps Server, formerly called Visual Studio Team Services and Team Foundation Server, respectively, are two separate but similar development tools. They can help with planning, versioning, and even deploying your code. Azure DevOps Services is a cloud offering. It is scalable, reliable, and globally available. It is also backed by a 99% SLA and monitored around the clock. Azure DevOps Server is the on-premises siblings of Azure DevOps Services. Companies choose the option when they need to keep their data within their network or to take advantage of SQL Server reporting services. While both tools offer the same necessary resources, there are a few fundamental differences to consider when deciding which is the right for you. Azure DevOps Services scales in two ways: by organization and by project. Organizations have their own unique URL, and they all have one project collection. Each method has scenario in which they are more successful. For instance, having one organization with many projects is useful when different efforts require different processes. On the other end, Azure DevOps Server scale in their different way by developments, by project collection, and by projects. For more about the method of scaling, how to plan your organization structure, see the documentation. Authentication. When using Azure DevOps Services, authentication is done over the public internet with the Microsoft account credential or Azure Active Directory credentials. If using Azure AD, you can also require multi-factor authentication or IP addresses restriction. When using Azure DevOps Server, you can connect to an intranet server. You can use Windows authentication and AD domain credential for authentication. Users and groups. In Azure DevOps services, you can use similar mechanism to provide access to group of users. You can add Azure AD groups to Azure DevOps services groups. If you use Microsoft accounts instead of Azure Active Directory, you have to add users one at a time. In Azure DevOps Server, you provide users access to deployments by adding Active Directory groups to various Azure DevOps groups. For example, the contributors group for an individual project. The Active Directory group memberships are kept in sync. As users are added and removed in AD, they also gain and lose access to Azure DevOps Server. Security and data protection. Many entities want to know more about data protection when they consider moving to the cloud. We are committed to ensuring the Azure Dev Services projects stay safe and secure. We have technical features and business processes in place to deliver on this commitment. You can also take steps to secure your data. Azure DevOps Server scales by using deployment, projects collection, and projects. Azure DevOps Server offers the following three options for scoping and scanning data: deployments, project collection, and the projects. In the simplest case, deployment are just a server. Deployment can be more complicated, however, which could include two server deployment where SQL is split out on a separate machine, high availability forms with loads of server. Projects collection serve as container for security and administration and physical database boundaries. They are also used to group related projects. Finally, projects are used to encapsulate the assets of individual software projects, including source code, work items, and so on. The Azure DevOps services scale by using organization and projects. Azure DevOps services differs slightly from Azure DevOps Server. There are currently only two options for scoping and scaling data: organization and projects. Organization in an Azure DevOps services get their own URL, and they always have exactly one project collection. Organizations can have many projects with a collection. We recommend that you create organization in Azure DevOps services wherever you would create a collection in Azure DevOps Server. The following scenario apply. You can purchase Azure DevOps services users per organization. Paid users can access only the organization in which the payment is made. If you have users who need access to many organizations, Visual Studio subscription can be attractive option. Visual Studio subscriber can be added to any number of organizations at no charge. We are also considering other ways to make access available to many organizations that are grouped into a single organization. You currently have to administer organization one at a time. This process can be cumbersome when you have many organizations. Thank you.